the undying queen, the dark lady, nemesis of the gods, the bane of Bahamut, the queen of evil dragons. Tiamat is among the most infamous and powerful beings in all the planes. From deep within her lair in Avernus, she schemes, plots, and broods over the treasures of 10,000 kingdoms. Mortals with hearts filled with hatred and avarice may pray to her for power and wealth, but not even the most wicked of dragons could say for sure what transpires within the dark intelligence of the five-headed mother of dragons. I endure. Though my aspects are slain, though I remain here within the hells, surrounded by the battle-scarred lands of Avernus, I endure. I can see it with my reflection. My 5 heads, each more beautiful than the last. They writhe like a pit of serpents, letting out wisps of elemental power with each breath. My ruby-red talons, each one sharp as a king's blade, sings out metallic tunes as I tap, tap, tap my glittering treasures. Massive heaps of gold and silver reflect my blue-tinted bulk. With scales strong enough to be the envy of adamantine or hell-forged armor, what could harm me? My tail, long and muscular, ending in a scorpion's stinger that drips caustic venom. It shifts in its hue from emerald green to ebony black to sapphire blue as it writhes in the air. The glint of my treasures darkens as I stretch out my immense wings, casting a shadow over this part of my lair like roiling thunderclouds. Gorgeous, powerful, perfect. How could such a being as I not endure, despite the best efforts of devils, gods, and mortals alike? Tiamat endures. My children, the chromatic dragons, they owe their power, their intelligence, their very mastery of their worlds to me. I am the source of a red dragon's greed, for my avarice is bottomless. I am the beginnings of a green dragon's schemes, for mine expand through eons to planes unknown. I am the source of the white dragon's primal fury and the black dragon's malice, as my ferocity and disdain are bottomless. All true masterworks in their own right, if I do say so myself. And I do, for no other creature is worthy of judging my children. Only Tiamat is greater than them. For I am all of them. Of all creatures across all planes in existence, I am the truest dragon. Let my foolish platinum-scaled brother spout his self-righteous platitudes as he wishes. He demeans himself by denying his true nature. Honor? Justice? Ha! Crutches for mortals and weaklings. Our kind is beyond such things. I am beyond such things. Power, wealth, and dominion. These are what makes a dragon a dragon. All else is mere theater. A dragon with those 3 things can rise above even their peers and take what they want, when they want it. And all those beneath it that are wise bow to its power. Across the realms, both wise dragons and mortals alike bow to the might of Tiamat. For they know the truth, though my aspect is slain, the true Tiamat endures. My children that dwell in other planes keep their secrets from me. The ones that live within my lair, however, bow more deeply than any other servant. I do not suffer weaklings or others in my territory, so only 5 dragons at a time do I tolerate. 5 dragons, 5 colors, 5 males, each one my consorts. They give me tribute from their horde when it is demanded of them, and they are my mates when the mood strikes me. I summon one of my consorts to the heart of my lair, an ancient blue dragon by the name of Halatrox. He's been adequate as a mate and a guardian of my lair, but age has made him grow sluggish, and I do not condone weakness, especially not in my children, especially not in my own presence. He follows me obediently through a portal to another realm. I suspect he expected to mate once again, given the surprise on his face when my ruby claws and 5 writhing heads tore him apart. He fought back, of course. I'd be disappointed if he didn't. But not even the eldest of my children are a match for their queen mother. I return to my lair in Avernus, and replace Halatrox with the next, younger blue dragon of promising strength in line. I hope he lasts longer than his father. Within the brood I spy a unique creature, a dragon with multiple heads of different hues, just like me, a tiny little reflection of myself. Its tiny body struggling to support all 5 heads. In one quick motion, I scoop it up in my jaws and devour the hatchling. I will not abide rivals to my claim as Queen of Dragonkind. Oh, across the multiple material planes, and through many names have I spread my greatness, but it is the material plane of Abir and the continent of Faerun that vexes me the most. Twice my followers in the cult of the dragon have summoned me there. Twice have my aspects been slain by mortals. Each time they think me dead. Each time I laugh at their foolishness while raging at the death of my avatars. I would leave the foul pits of Avernus and conquer that world of Abir with all my draconic and godly might. Ah, but our rage must be tempered with patience. The loss of an avatar is unfortunate, but we can recover in time. Our real body is better served in our lair, and let us not forget our agreement with that filthy Devil King, Asmodeus, pious pretender. He sought to order me, to safeguard him from the traitors, intruders, and malcontents within Avernus, like some glorified god dog, and he dares to rage when I grew lax in this task. Does he even know the mind of a dragon, of the dragon of dragons? But would the infernal king cast me out of his plane? Of course not. He is many things, but he is no fool. He knew that I was too powerful a card to lose in his games, too valuable a weapon in his blood war. Zariel may be a zealous general, and Baal may be a vicious warrior, but they are gnats under my shadow. Any fool could see I am the true power in Avernus. And being a fellow deity, it is only natural that the Lord of the Black Throne grant me more respect in his dealings with me than the hell's many petty dukes and archdevils. That, and my Abishai, of course. So many grand rulers of Bator have their own legions of devils to do their bidding. I felt it only right I have mine as well, in a form more suitable to me. With arcane secrets only known to myself, I forge the dead souls of mortal worshippers into the Abishai. Powerful little devils with draconic visage and strength. Occasionally I send them to the Dukes of Hell as mercenaries, but their loyalty is only ever to their queen. Ah, it was a pleasurable experience those eons ago. Multiple avatars, draconic consorts, legions of Abishai to do my bidding, all while I lounge in my lair and count out my many treasures. What is our charge again? God the only passageway between Avernus and Dis? Deeper in hell do many wish to go, so eager to escape the blood war. But through my gates and my lair they must travel, and Tiamat does not abide trespassers. So too must we battle demons that get too close, or halt insurrections that the mad angel is too blind to see. Thankfully, a goddess of my stature can be in 2 places at once with my multiple avatars. Or rather, I could. When I slew Azahol, the false dragon god, all those eons ago, I stole his power and made his avatar my own. My followers on the material plane were so close to freeing me from my pact in Avernus. I had an avatar on the Prime, only for so-called heroes to slay it, robbing me of my greatness, of my ascension. And to add insult to injury, I learned from Asmodeus a treachery. One of my Abishai told me the whispers from Baal. The old devil duke was under special orders from Asmodeus himself, forewarning Baal to keep me on a tight leash, to quell my own ambitions, to not rise above my station. Station? The bastard! Who does he think he is? I am the goddess of power and greed, the child of Asgoroth, the queen of dragons. I am Tiamat, not some monster to be coerced, bound to duty, and easily duped, tossed threats and tribute like some pampered hellhound. Do they think I will remain a willing prisoner here forever? Do they think I would not find out? Them, all of them, the petty dukes of the 9 hells, and their pet dragon goddess. I am no one's prisoner! Hear me, Lord of the Black Throne. Your treachery will not go unpunished. You have earned the ire of a goddess and truest of chromatic dragons. I will not remain your god dog in Avernus forever. I will gain more worshippers, more power. The death of my second avatar is nothing but a setback, a tiny branch on my road to true freedom. You pathetic despot! Tremble, mortals and devils alike, for the ascension of the Dragon Queen is nigh. Soon comes the age of Tiamat! I hear you, sister, and I believe you, and as before, I will stand against you. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I had a ton of fun with this one, as you could probably tell, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. My Through the Eyes of a Monster lore series has become a much bigger success than I ever thought it could, and your support inspired me to move forward with that idea. So now, in addition to the monster lore videos, I will be doing a new series called Through the Eyes of the Gods. The gods in Dungeons & Dragons are not just plot devices for characters, they are characters, with unique personalities, goals, and struggles. Hopefully I can bring those to life in my usual narrative style, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. In other news, my Patreon is back up. A while ago, I had to shut the old one down because I just didn't like it. It was sloppy, I felt I was asking too much of my patrons for what I was giving them, so I just decided to rebuild from the ground up. I don't have any merch or add-on content I can give at the moment, but I can give you early access to full-length videos, all completely ad-free. So if you want to go the extra mile in supporting the channel, then check out my Patreon. Patrons at the $5 level will get to view full-length videos a day in advance and completely ad-free. These patrons will also get a shout-out at the start of all of my videos. You guys deserve it, and thank you so much. But as always, if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!